everyone, back again with another episode. So in this episode, I like right before the video, I tried to kind of come up with like an algorithm for our coins generation. So the idea is new users should be able to get free coins. Like anybody that gets like any new meme pass already from our last video, videos, you already know what a meme pass is. So those like any new meme pass should come with some free coins. So and I wanted these coins to be random to make it more interesting. So the free coins is going to be random between, but the randomness is between 499 to 999. So and yeah, I created this. So yeah, uh, so I didn't want to use like the normal maths that's random um, function. At least if I use that, I could just maybe multiply it with add it to like 499 and hope to get something. Yeah, it will be random, right? But it's not going to be interesting. I want it to be like much more interesting. So so first thing what we did was, okay, we already know that we want to keep it within this range, right? So let me just talk about this. So I wanted to keep it within this range. So to do that, we kind of had to create like a seed, some seed. So I wanted to kind of create three numbers. So those three numbers at the end of the day, that means I will generate three random numbers. Then at the end of the day, I'm going to find the average, then round it up, and that will be the coin. So it's going to be much more interesting that way. So to kind of come up with like those three numbers, I need to make sure that these numbers, that the collision between them in terms of randomness is very little. So I had to use create like some seed factors. So some seed, like three seeds basically, but these three seeds use different factors. So one of them uses like the current hours for, that's like the particular day that the meme pass was, is being generated, the day when the meme pass is being generated. Then the other one try to kind of calculate like uh, the difference between that day and the like basically calculating the day of the year. That's what this second one is trying to do, like just calculate the day of the year. So the first one is like the hours, so it's like a daily variation. This one, it's like seasonal kind of uniqueness. And the third one kind of give us this microsecond precision for extra randomness. So meaning the three numbers are going to be using different seeds. So and then we begin. So here we have some like random trio. So this is going to be like the three numbers. So first of all, we started from like, okay, array dot from, right? So set up an array of length 3 and then look through the array. So what we now did was like we multiplied the timestamp, right? So we get it like current timestamp, then we multiply it with the seed, and then do some like modulus like arithmetic to ensure that it's like within this range, right? Because there's a possibility in the process of multiplying this, the numbers might go very big. So to keep the numbers like within this range, we did this so I won't kind of have like negative numbers in case. So then we use sine like the normal trigonometry sine basically, to kind of create like a wave pattern. So we pass that unique seed that we generated, like this unique seed, then we pass it into like, we find the sine of it basically. So in this case, after we find the sine of it, we know that sine is going to be usually like, I think that should be between, so when we find the sine of it, we multiply it by 10,000, and then we basically just extracted like the decimal part of it. So That means if, for example, x was 24.5, random would just be 0.5, if that makes sense. So, and then we just, calculate like the floor of like the random that we got times max minus min, because we have to ensure that we don't go beyond the range, right? So max minus min, that's this minus this. I think that should be 500, and then plus 1, that's 501. So we multiply this and then add it to the lowest, so meaning that it can go less than this and it can go higher than this, because we've restricted it to 501. So at most, if it's going higher than this, it's going to go to like, I think that should be 1000. So it can go beyond that. So yeah, we did this basically. So now we've gotten like these three random numbers. The next step was to reduce it. So here we just basically like take sum the number up. In fact, I was thinking there was maths.sum here. Okay, yeah. Python, I think Python has this sum function, so I'm thinking it existed here. But then I realized, oops, it doesn't. It's I have to use reduce, do this, and then when I sum it up, I divide by 3 to find the average and then round up. So this is what gives us like the random number. In the next video, we'll try to kind of test like what we've done. At least what we just built now, is an endpoint. We've basically created some endpoints. Feathers just makes it so easy, you don't even know that you created an endpoint. So in the next video, we'll go about like testing it to see how everything works. Goodbye. See you in the next one.